abrupt ending. Hello, everyone. Welcome to not quite Pencils at Dawn.
From out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere. I am Hockey, the ad hoc artist, most dapper man in comics, and I'm joined here with my co-host Adam Kemba, the CG Santa. Welcome, Adam. How are you today?
Thank you, Hockey, and welcome to everyone watching today. Now,
yeah.
Question is because today is the day.
Sorry?
Today is the day I pick up the suits. Yes, I have to see a man about a red suit later today.
The man about a red suit. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting.
It has begun. This closely. Like the earliest I've ever been called in was actually very close to October. Like it was, people still had their Halloween decorations out, and they brought a Santa Claus in to both cross promote Halloween and Christmas at the same time.
That's so weird.
I believe that was Kmart in Albury.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Albury. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There
oh
you
boy,
go.
oh boy. That was a debacle right there. Also, for those of you who actually are in the costume profession, just remember, tie up your pants before you go out there.
Word of the wise.
Word of the wise. I'll kid you not. Now, I don't know whether are my levels a little high on your end there, or
It seems all right here.
Cool. Now, keep in mind. Now, I had a inverted commas an elf with me, but this was her first time on the job. She'd never done this before, and in the suit, you can't see over the belly padding. Now, nature's been generous to me by offering me my own natural belly, but I like to put a bit of extra in there. Like, what man doesn't like to stuff himself?
Yeah.
And I can't see, and especially these were the days when I didn't wear the fake beard where I wore the fake beard and the wig. So I had this limited field of vision. I didn't see anything over my gut, and I was wondering why I was shuffling so much. My elf didn't tell me that my pants had started slipping down in this shopping center, like this shopping complex. Didn't even notice. It didn't even occur to her to tell me this. So, luckily, I was wearing something underneath, but it was an interesting experience to shuffle around the aisles of the supermarket with your pants around your ankles and not being able to do anything about that.
I feel like that needs to be drawn.
Oh yeah, go for it. I'm sure. Ethan's got the similar thing. EVS has got the similar thing with underpants claws. I mean, that in itself writes its own comic, but I'd like to see your take on that.
Oh my goodness! It'll be well. I won't spend too much time on it, but while we're waiting for some people to join us and such, and hopefully vote in the chat. But it's Santa Claus with his pants down, oblivious to everything. So, but yes,
I think I only got down as far as my knees, but I couldn't really tell because the boots come up to about the calf, so they couldn't have gone down as far as my ankles.
My goodness. Righty, wait a second. I have an idea, but we'll see. We'll see what I can come up with. But yeah, I can't say I've ever done. No, I don't think I've ever done a costume thing. So, yeah, I can't say it.
I think I might have told you about the incident with the Easter Bunny as well too.
I think it might have. I can't quite remember.
Yeah. We might save that for another time. But needless to say, if you are a parent and you do get impatient that your Easter Bunny has not arrived on time, don't knock on the manager's office.
Oh.
Don't turn Karen and try to see the manager, especially in a shopping center when the manager is not present. We have a word in wrestling, and I'm not sure whether it's actually very tame to say on YouTube. I mean, we definitely don't want to demonetize you. It starts with cluster and ends with another word. But that was that past Easter.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so, but we're going to be filling up our chat window, our gaming window. Once a few people arrive, we're going to do an SCP challenge.
That list is getting longer too. Like every time, that list is getting longer. We'll do all manner of random objects.
I know.
But all the things, especially from last time when we had J-Bot on last time.
Oh, yeah.
How?
No.
What were the odds that both you and he had the same pose and the same character? Like,
considering it's the easiest way to show that
to show fear.
Just being scared. It's like that. Yeah, it's immediate thought that that comes into it. So,
those in the chat, give a wave. I know we've got someone watching with us today.
That could be. It could be one of us. So.
One of us.
Anyway, but that's all good. So, we will. If we don't get a vote, we'll draw something anyway. So
that's okay.
We'll figure out something. So, anyway, I will. I'll move on. But I just want to you telling that story just made me think.
Well, that was the weirdest thing too, because like it was this shopping center was completely empty. It wasn't the school holiday. It wasn't the school holiday, so all the families were at work and all the kids were at school. So you basically had me walk in the aisles of an empty Kmart. I'm sure it was a Kmart or a Target. Virtually empty. Like there was hardly anyone there. But like, yeah, it was a weird experience. The only person people we had to interact with were the employees, and yeah, they weren't exactly in the spirit. It's a shocked parent.
Yes.
That's not Rudolph's red nose. Speaking of Christmas themed things at the moment, I just finished reading Nick Santos's Naughty List.
Oh, okay.
So it was it was released this year. Nick Santos was a writer for Law and Order and The Sopranos. I did a mini review on Facebook, and tells the story of a man by the name of Nicholas Sinterklaas, and he makes a wish upon a star because he wants to make children of the world happy. I mean, as happy as he is, he's a married man. He's got a wife, a daughter. He makes a living as a woodcutter, and so he makes a wish on a star saying he wants to make people happy. And so the star grants his wish, and now he has this impossible compulsion to make toys. He one day whips out a carving knife and some wood and starts burrowing away making these toys for little kids. He can't control this urge, or at least he's having difficulty controlling this impulse to make toys. His wife and his daughter put up with it because the daughter gets free toys, so that's
nothing
to complain about. Only problem is that as he's making the toys, the wounds that he gets on his hands from like just constant repetition of movement always re-heal the next morning. So he'll work his hands bloody, and then next morning they're back and they're intact. This carries on for quite a while because he's didn't realize that he is now immortal. He's outlived his daughter and his wife and his daughter. his town has fought. Well, I'm not giving too much of the plot away, but his town has forced him out of his town for being a witch or in league with the devil, and so he manages to set up a workshop in the forest of wherever he is, and recruits a team of midgets. Now, these guys, they're legit dwarves, like midget dwarves, and they decide to work for him because they want meaningful employment, which he was able to do, able to give, and they took to calling themselves elves because it just seemed like the natural progression. And since then, the story of Santa Claus sort of branches out from that point, but Nicholas keeps himself separate from the legend of Santa Claus that built on from his actions. So you can imagine how Nick feels very pissed off that he is unable to keep up with the demands of an ever-growing world population. So he can't keep up with supply and demand. He can't get he has plenty of materials, but he has no way to deliver them. He does it in the usual way with the sleigh and the reindeer and all that. But at the same time, too, the world's population keeps growing. The demands of the children keep getting more elaborate.
Getting more and more.
Yeah, and to cap it all off, the machine that makes his naughty and nice list gets stolen.
Crazy.
So now Santa's got to find a way to get his naughty and nice list back, and he's not going to take any shit.
Yeah.
If you've read Grant Morrison's Klaus, tie that in with Mel Gibson in Fat Man.
Okay, right, yep.
Yeah, we've definitely got a Santa Claus who's not going to take their shit anymore.
That's funny.
Well, speaking of, he will crap in your presents if you have been naughty.
I have to check it out. I reread the first of the Dresden Files book because I had it on Audible, and I thought, sorry,
is that the one with the crows?
No, so Dresden Files is about a wizard.
Yeah, I know that. I'm familiar with the series. Yeah,
yeah. So the first, so you have read the first one is the very first one. No, it's not Skinwalker. It's the one where there's people being killed by their chests exploding.
That's one. Yeah. I got into the Dresden Files by the TV series.
Oh, gosh! I'm surprised that didn't put you off forever.
If anything, it actually interested me more. I got the first book, and then I switched over to the comics.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. No, I haven't actually read the comics, but I've read a lot of the books. They're really good. They're really good. So, okay, I'm gonna end this poll. No one's here, so I'm gonna. So, if you wanted to just choose one, and we'll go from there.
All right, let's go with 682. Now, we're not going with the most obvious choice, but 682 I think will be the better choice. The hard to destroy reptile.
Okay, right, yeah. Okay. Reptile. So I'm going to start with a dark green to be my lovely color drawing. Rightio. Okay. What have we got? Fire away.
All right. Description of SCP-682. SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptilian-like creature of unknown origin. It appears extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with SCP-079. Now, SCP-079 is an outdated computer with artificial intelligence. Different story.
Right.
It hates humanity too. During their limited time of exposure, SCP-682 appears to have a hatred of all life, which is expressed in several interviews during containment.
Okay.
Let's see if there's anything more specific about its its description here. SCP-682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, reflexes, though exact levels vary with its form. SCP-682's body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size, depending on the amount it consumes or the material it sheds. Let's see, where are we? Mm-hmm. Okay. Nope, not that one. Gross or materials it sheds. SCP-682 gains energy from anything it ingests, organic or inorganic. Digestion seems to be aided by a set of filtered gills inside SCP-682's nostrils, which appear to remove any usable material from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid that it's contained in. Now, I didn't mention this previously because it's not part of the actual description of 682 earlier. When it comes to containment of 682, he's stored in a tank of really, really, really strong acid to prevent him from regenerating too fast.
Okay.
So he can't be killed. Well, at least they've tried to kill him, but they can't kill him. SCP-682's regenerative capacities and resilience are staggering. 682 has been seen moving and speaking with 80% of its body either destroyed or rotted.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a lot of redactions in the main file, so I'm going to actually bring up a picture of 682 and describe a comparison.
Okay.
From what I see, and let's see. Right.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult
vague.
to. Yeah. All I'm just drawing is a lizard, so.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of vague in appearance. Okay, that's a given. But then he changes appearance depending on his environment.
Okay.
Let's go with that one.
I'm going to put that up there. I'm just going to come up with some other ideas. Hold on.
Now, I've noticed the action we got here is a bit of a crocodile sort of. It comes across as a crocodile, or maybe a mating of crocodile and Komodo dragon.
Yeah, I was kind of, gecko. I was thinking of
Could be.
that type of. So that was what I was sort of going with to start with. And now I'm coming up with I'm just throwing some different ideas out, and I think it. So we'll see what. Yeah. So.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry, I was pressing the wrong button then for a second.
That's all right.
Now everyone can see.
I'm just. I think I'm a little lost with this one. Because they're so vague that it's hard to come up with anything.
The later ones do have a lot more description about them.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of just going, I have no idea. um, all I'm trying to do is just an intelligent lizard. That's about it. So,
Hyper-intelligent lizard with a hatred for all life.
yeah, but how do you? Okay. Let's put a bed in here. Pillow, the blanket.
In one particular story, one author actually describes him as the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
Oh, okay.
That's one storyline that one author has gone with to make him that sort of creature. He actually has an in-depth conversation with SCP-343, also known as God. They have this in-depth conversation, like father and son sort of argument as to, why have you done this to me, sort of thing. Like, I wouldn't go too deep into it because it's actually a really interesting story if you ever get the chance to hear it. There was also other stories done by other authors that have made him, what was it called? A Trask, I think it was. It was like this French monster that it was like a monster in like France, Europe area. It used to terrorize the countryside around there. They called it a Tarask. You can actually find that in the monster manual in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Trask is the giant, like the really big creature. Yeah.
So the people that were hunting the Tarask at the time actually managed to behead it. It's France. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Managed to behead the Tarask, but just before they claimed their victory by taking the head back to the city that hired the monster hunters, it was still alive.
No.
And so he mentioned something in French, like basically the rough translation was how much he hated humanity and how disgusted he was with them, and took a chomp out of the nearest person who decided to, basically poke his head with a stick just to find out whether it was still alive. Took his arm off, and as he was eating as 682 was eating this person's arm, it was starting to regenerate its body. So the more it ate, the more it was able to move around and grab other victims.
Oh.
And so as it ate, its body regenerated from there.
Goodness.
Hello there, some person.
Some person's here.
Some person is here.
Hello, some person. Thank you for joining, buddy. Long reptile. Then, yeah, good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
We didn't set a time. We didn't set a time limit for this one, but it's more just a draw along.
Yeah. It was just because it was something different to do, so we thought we'll try it out. But yeah. So I'm trying to draw an intelligent, basically lizard. So it's kind of I'll get rid of that. I don't need that one. I don't like that one.
For those unfamiliar, this is SCP-682, a hard-to-destroy reptile with a hatred for humanity or any other form of life, whose only friend is an outdated computer with artificial intelligence, who also hates human life.
So that's what this is. So that's his friend. There we go. So I put his friend in because he's typing away at the computer.
Now, there have been many attempts to try to kill 682, not just over the years, like over almost a daily. It's almost been a daily occurrence to the point where some of the members of the research team are just too exacerbated. They've just given up. They just don't know how to do it because no matter what you do, he will always survive it. There is one video on YouTube from an SCP channel. It goes for about 4 hours, and it details all the attempts that have been tried to kill off SCP-682, and they've all failed.
Oh goodness.
I do recall in the SCP wiki there was actually a story of a small child who in this author's world, the SCP Foundation is no longer a secret, and so there's actually a little kid that writes a fan letter to SCP-682.
Okay.
Which is kind of odd because he finally gets the chance to meet SCP-682, and of course, hating humanity, SCP-682 eats him.
Some person says about Rory story cubes. I actually have some Rory story cubes plus some expansions for it, and I've also got the Batman Rory story cubes, and I think my daughter's got the Doctor Who story cubes. I know the story cubes, so I've got quite a few of them floating around. So that's a good idea, some person. So yeah, the story cubes are great.
Could we add to the list with story cubes?
They're not really. So it's just a set of dice that you roll, and it gives you prompts. So each face has something different. So there might be actions and different things. It's actually a lot of fun to roll and come up with a story. It's I really enjoy it. But I'll find them. I'm not sure where they are at the moment. So, but I will find them for one time, and we'll give it a go. So that could be fun. Good idea, some person. Thank you.
Definitely keep that one in mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not in the right frame of mind because I'm not. I haven't got much in the way of thoughts for this one. So, I'm just.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. So, attempts to terminate. I'm not playing the video, but there's been a list of it. So I'm just choosing ones at random here. Okay. Termination record for SCP-682. One ordinary human child. Termination record. Child began to scream and cry when SCP-682 was introduced to the cell. The subject was immediately messily devoured by 682.
Okay.
Side note, okay, that didn't work so well. Maybe the fact the kid was crying made it perceive a hostile intent. Let's see, tissue record test. There's a lot of redaction in here. A 60 megaton thermonuclear bomb. Test result? Denied by the O5 Council. That's the governing body of the SCP. Side note. One would think that putting SCP-682 at the epicenter of an explosion that could cause third-degree burns at a distance of 300 kilometers was a good idea. But as long as the odds of survival, we simply cannot go through with it. Yes, it's a goddamn nuke. But if 682 survives and adapts, we are boned.
Well,
what's the old saying? That's only going to make him mad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like punching Wolverine in the balls, you know?
Yeah.
He'll take it personal. You can do anything you want.
Okay, I'm just going to put something in his mouth. I might, actually, I will.
I've got to find the termination order for the banana pills. Uh, yeah, there was an SCP created by a guy by the name of Dado, or Dado, as he likes to be called, where rather than killing someone with radioactive poisoning from plutonium, Dado decided to use potassium instead, and so the creation was um, using bananas instead of actual plutonium. Bananas, yes, are radioactive. So
Okay.
he creates this pill that, if ingested, will cause was it 1.5 million tons of bananas to appear from nowhere inside the stomach. And so the
Okay.
person is eventually killed not by the radiation given off by that many bananas, but by the gross crush trauma of just that many spontaneously appearing.
Oh my
They tried
goodness.
that with 682. It didn't work too well.
um, pieces coming out of here. Foot.
I seem to have lost my termination records. Where are we? Here we go.
We have sorry, things in. KFH.
SCP-507. Yes, this guy is he's a pretty average-looking bloke, but he has a habit of randomly disappearing into different dimensions. He can't control it,
Ah,
and so they decided to basically zip tie him to 682 to find out whether if 507 actually disappeared, that he'd take 602 with him, and it just wouldn't be their problem anymore. Well, where are we here? 507 was physically attached to 682's left forelimb with nylon zip ties, while 682 was inactive due to the physical destruction incurred by an unrelated containment breach earlier. Attendant personnel decided to spray 682's body with 682's body, with the exception of the limb connected to 507, with hydrochloric acid to slow down his rejuvenation. After 7 hours and 52 minutes, 507 anonymously disappeared, as he was known to do. 507 remanifested in an unpopulated area, approximately 8,000 kilometers away from the main SCP containment site. 63 hours later, attached to an entity possessing large fangs, a pair of vestigial wings, and otherwise identical to 682. The nylon zip ties were a different color and were applied by the different color to the ones applied by the containment personnel at the beginning of the test. A handwritten note was found pinned to 507's chest, which read as follows: "Dear Universe 5802 Sigma Blue Romeo, he's your problem now, suckers."
It's funny.
They do get pretty creative with some of the stuff that they tried to kill him with, but just not enough to do the job. So far, nothing's come close. He's got a bit of
Well, at least they know how to stop his regeneration for a period.
Well, they slow it down.
Slow it down, yes.
And in case in case anyone's mind has gone down that rabbit hole, they have tried to make SCP-682 a food source.
Oh, okay.
it didn't work. Like, self-perpetuating, regenerating source of meat. Well,
yeah.
It seemed good at the time, and it just made everyone sick.
Oh, a waste.
Well, I suppose from 682's perspective, it wasn't that much of a waste because, like, now he can feel the disgust now they can feel the disgust he has for humanity.
Okay.
So I'm noticing the drawing here has got a real like keyboard warrior sort of feel to it. Like,
yeah, he's I was just thinking he wanted to talk to his friend and his only friend. And yeah. So
I suppose it's the only thing he considers a friend since it doesn't actually contain anything living. I'm surprised no one's ever actually kept a record of what they talk about because, it's hard because like they're constantly monitored, yet there's no record of conversation. Let's see. Orbit. Transplant to eternal to an alternate dimension. We've tried that one. I'm just looking up any SCPs that don't. Anything tried to kill 682 that's not an SCP, so I can describe it better. 15. Why 909? Nope, not that one. 303.
The computer doesn't look angry. Okay. I make a computer look angry.
Equisteris Cabalus. What are we doing here? One dead horse and a baseball bat. Okay, it didn't work. Oh, that was a termination attempt. The O5 Council, the leaders of the SCP Foundation, actually decided not to go ahead with that plan of using a dead horse and a baseball bat to try and kill 682. According to the test records, 682 picked up the baseball bat and began to swing it around at the deceased horse, and appeared to enjoy beating out the test material.
Oh my goodness!
So now he has toys.
I can't think of anything else to go with this. This is my. This is me. This is me done.
Yep, I'm just going to. Oh, Sumo Thori, hail to you.
Good to have you here, Sumo. Thank you for joining.
I'll just put the image up in the private chat, and that'll be you over. I've lost the image. No, I haven't. All right, so we're comparing your 682 versus a depiction of the 682.
Rightio.
Okay. If the window changes, there we go. It's in the private chat.
Okay. Rightio. Let me just share that window. Share. Chrome tab. Now, I was thinking about making some of the flesh out of it, but okay, rightio. Mine's a lot different. Uh, I thought about having some exposed parts, but
Well,
I
apparently
went for
the
the intelligent ant.
in the true story of the creation of 682, like the author's inspiration to make it was actually the skeleton of a washed up whale. I don't know what type of
Right.
whale it was, but that was like inspiration for the body type. And you look at that and you think like maybe a Komodo dragon got freaky with a crocodile, and it just happened to have a problem with body hair.
Oh my goodness, that's odd. Yeah, people are weird. Looks like a platypus. Not quite.
Could be.
It's weird though. There you go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I did not come up with that at all. Mine was totally different.
That's still cool. I mean, you went the intelligent side. I mean, he is an intelligent
Yeah,
reptile,
intelligent reptile. Well, he's
millennia years old. Hmm.
eating body parts and regenerating. So he, he's conquering different species to kill all life. So, uh, oh my goodness, that was tricky. These are tricky things because they don't describe what they look like a lot, but they just
Yeah.
more describe what they are, and it's kind of hard to come up with something. Anyway, it's all good. That's funny. Very good. Very
Well,
good.
the later one, I think 073. Well, okay, so it's down to 073 and 02. Sorry, 073 and 230. We've got let's see, two in the chat right now, and they can flip a coin as to see which one we can do next.
Well, we're gonna go on to the other thing now.
Oh, the list. The list.
The list. We're gonna add to the list. So
Next time.
let's stop, and we'll. I'm just going to. Okay, so people in chat, we're going to add to our ever-growing list, which is so this is from Jazz's Arty Games. We've been creating this list that has been going on forever. So we're going to do a person, either a description of a person. We've got Ted Danson, Jimmy Hoffa, Kermit the Frog as me. I had to draw me last week. That was anyway. Sonic the Hedgehog, Astro Boy. You can be a spider person, a description of a person. We've got or a character, an elf. So start putting some things into chat, and we'll add them to this. So
yeah, Sumo, I've lost my previous. I lost my previous face, if you will. So I've decided to use this one until I can find my other one. But in the meantime, yeah, this is what I've got. I skinned a lot of Grimace to get this.
and because to get this ball rolling, and that Sumo that some person has said, I'm going to add platypus to this
Platypus.
list. Platypus. Okay.
Or some person suggests also the Muffin Man.
The Muffin. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Okie dokie.
Some people
Very good.
I, for one, care less for them.
I don't know what he looks like, but I know he lives on Drury Lane.
Why, yes, I know the Muffin Man.
It's true. He does live on Drury Lane.
Well, you thought he was a man, but he turned out to be a muffin.
Yeah, that's it. He's a muffin top man.
Oh.
Throw some more suggestions in chat. We'll add them too, and we'll throw the generator going and see what we can come up with. This list is I don't even remember what Golgo 13 is. I have no idea what that is. Greco Gecko, whatever that is. Mexican wrestler is a good one. That'd be nice to come up. She-Hulk's in there. Hercules Poirot. Okay.
Oh, that was
Batman.
the Agatha Christie detective with the curly moustache.
Oh, right.
He looked like the Penguin, but he had like a curly moustache. Like, I cannot be wrong because I am always right.
Just throw suggestions, Sumo, and we'll check to see if they're in there. So it is a long list. What we got 35 things. So, but yeah, just throw stuff out there. And
Brian Blessed.
Yeah, Brian Blessed's in there. Bill Cosby, Lum, Godzilla. I don't think Godzilla's there. I can't see a Godzilla.
All right, we'll add him on.
Good work.
Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla. Awesome. Just keep throwing. Skippy the kangaroo. I think, did we? Skippy.
Now, are these characters or are these just objects, or are they?
These are the characters. So we want characters,
okay, cool.
or it can be people, it can be whatever. So Skippy the bush kangaroo. Oh, that's not how you spell kangaroo. Kangaroo. Skippy.
What's that,
Skippy.
Shifty's stuck down a well.
Transformer. Oh, that's a hard one.
That's a very broad statement, though. Which one?
Yeah. Transformer.
Hail, Corey Barton.
Hello, Corey. Transformer. I see Shaquille O'Neal. The Shack. Shaquille O'Neal. I can't put. Oh, yeah, I can. Neil. Shaquille O'Neal.
Welcome, I think you drew Optimus Prime once.
I might have. Transformers are actually very difficult to draw. You'd think they'd be easy, but they're not. Because everything's... Yeah, vehicles. Vehicles can be quite tricky to draw. Yeah, throw character ideas into the chat. We'll keep going.
A walrus.
A walrus. I'm gonna put that. A walrus. Red Sonja. Oh, Red Sonja. What else we got?
You have an ant.
Okay, an ant. That's a good one. I like it. Ants are pretty easy. They're just a tree with legs, arms. Awesome. And an ant. Okay, an ant. An ant and an ant.
An aunt.
Okay, Chef Baron. There you go, Chef Baron.
Chef Baron?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm missing this.
Chef Baron. Not Chief Baron, it's Chef Baron. Yep.
Hockey's hat.
Yeah, well, that's not a person or a thing. That's an item. It's a piece of clothing. Goodness. A walking butt? What?
I think we're scraping the bottom of the barrel this time here. Like...
Yeah, I know we are. I don't know about that one.
Butt barrel.
But PG-13. A walking butt.
Well, you had a walking butt earlier when my pants fell down.
Yeah, that's it. That's not going to be fun to draw. Gosh. Okay. Well, we can move on to the next one, the next list.
Objects.
We've got. Actually, I got action line here, so let's do that. Oh, who's the Aussie Iron Man? You mean Grant Kenny?
Grant Kenny?
Okay, Grant Kenny. Oh yeah. Gosh, that's gonna be a hard one. Okay, actions. Let's add to actions. Throw some actions out
Drinking, speaking, tossing, twisting, scissor kicking,
there. Yeah, we got
slapping,
throwing, slapping, dancing, choking, twerking, mustache twirling,
mustache twirling.
hat tilting, falling. Some of these are mustache and hat are going. Well, I'm going to have to add certain things to it. So, Heimlich maneuver. I need hot tubbing. Oh,
Hot tubbing.
tossing a salad. Oh, actually, hot tubbing I don't think is there, but is salad tossing there?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't look like it, but I like that idea.
Skydiving. Interesting suggestion there.
What's skydiving there? Okay, wait a second. So we got hot tubbing. Save hot tubbing for items. I'll save hot tubbing for items. But tossing a salad. So I will make sure hot tubbing goes into the other one.
A PG salad. Some person. A PG salad.
Yeah. Skydiving.
We've got drinking. I think we've got slam dunking in the list somewhere.
Drinking's there.
Yeah.
Dunking.
Dunking.
I
think we had slam dunk in the list somewhere. If not, we can take it.
Maybe not. Dunking.
Okay. Dunking.
That's going to be interesting. Right, yeah. Homer scores. The list is really long, so we'll see how we with a hot tub. Red Sonja skydiving with a hot tub.
Sumo brings up an interesting point though. Like, will you fall faster in chainmail?
No. Well, depending on the physics that are in where Sonja lives, maybe so. Maybe she's skydiving into a hot tub.
In chainmail.
Yeah. Yes. Well, have we got any more actions? What have we got? Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. We got any more actions that we want to throw in there, or we can move on to the next one, which will be shaking a bottle. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put shake. Okay, I'll put shaking.
Shaking a bottle.
Shaking general, because I think that would be kind of funny. Shaking something. Yeah, we'll put shaking something, because that could be funny. Shaking a baby. Who knows?
Shake me like a British nanny.
We'll do items next. So if you have no more here, we'll move on to items. So having a tea party. Okay, yeah, sure. Having a
tea party. This is almost like working out like a game of Cluedo. Red Sonja, twirling a mustache, having a tea party.
Licking. Oh my goodness.
Shades of Merv Hughes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we'll move on. We have 40. So we'll move on to items.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got bricks, we got wristwatch, pocket watch, fruit and vegetables, toothbrush, a bust of Queen Nefertiti, a garden hose, ventriloquist dummy,
2x4,
2x4,
brass knuckles, didgeridoo,
xenomorph egg, folding chairs, Easter. Oh, hot tub it was going to be hot.
Yep.
Hot tub. We've got acid, Easter eggs, Easter Island egg head, pencils, pool chain.
Pool chain.
I don't know what a pool chain is, but anyway, rubber chicken, a kunai. We got lots of stuff in here. Look at that, very large spoon. A stick was a stick. I thought a stick might have been. We got brick, but maybe no stick. I don't remember seeing stick there. Rightio. Stick it is. I'll buy the bust. Stick. Just a plain old stick.
This one.
Okay. Radio. Anything else? Anything else we want to add to it?
Green slime.
Ooh. I'll put slime because I don't know if I'll get to colour. So, but we'll put slime at least. Slimer. That should be in actions.
We can change it. Characters.
Sorry?
Characters, yeah.
Yeah, it should be in characters. What else we got? What else we got, chat? Any more items we want to add to the list?
A pool noodle.
Pool noodle. Was that there? I thought that pool noodle was there already. Maybe not. Pool chain. Okay, pool noodle. Pool noodle. I see them.
They are really cheap at the moment now too.
Okay. Rightio. And we'll move on. Next one is clothing. So we can move on to clothing. Oops. All right, I would just go back to clothing. We need to add this. Okay, clothing. What do you got? Pointy shoes, hoodies, vests, banana peel. Okay. I'll go back and put Mario outfit, feminist shirt, kimonos. Had kimono come up a few times. Almost tempted to take it off the list. It keeps coming up. So, plate mail, fez, tux, moo tutus,
moo tutu,
chained with a large clock necklace, a gimp suit, hats, a short skirt. Was that the red dress? We might not have short skirt. Okay, short.
If skirt doesn't come with a long jacket, that's going to be a difficult thing.
Skirt. Short skirt. Okay, very good. What other? Do we want a long jacket? Have we got long jacket in there? Trench coat. That's close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough. Wait a second. Fishnet stockings. We know where some person's mind is.
It's strange how the most depraved stuff that we put up on this list don't really result in the most like. It's meant to be depraved and like PG stuff on the list, but then once it's all put together, it's very funny.
It can be quite an odd mix. Okay, I didn't see in the list, so there we go.
Yes, I will be getting mine later this afternoon.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Rightio. I think so. The character action clothing items. I'll quickly go back to items and add banana peel, and then we'll army helmet. Okay, I'll put that one in. That'll be the last thing. Banana peel. Okay, and clothing. Whoops. Clothing. It was army helmet. Okay, rightio. Character action item clothing, fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Rightio. Well, we can see what we come up with.
Cool. I've got the timer set too.
Yep, do 20 minutes. We'll see what we come up with in 20 minutes. Okay, ready, set, and go. Spider person making balloon animals. Pool chain thongs. Okay. Rightio. Spider person. Oh my goodness. Rightio. Spider person, bloom animal. Pool chain thongs. Right. Okay. Um, this gonna be weird. I don't know what they mean by a pool chain.
That couldn't be the divider that divides the lanes
Yeah,
up.
I guess so.
Chain, a pool made from chains.
Or just some chains. I don't. Okay. Lane ropes. I don't know. Is that a pool made from chains? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay.
Just to confuse things even more, there is actually an SCP made of a man made out of chain.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I know that. That little pause. Where does the mind go when you think about that? But as you know, chains must come from within.
Yep.
But
Okay. Uh, radio.
good question there. That is a very good question.
What's that?
Which thongs are we drawing?
Yes, I know. I'm. I thought about that for a second, and it'd probably just be probably just thongs on his feet because that'll be funnier.
Well, double pluggers or nothing, man. Double pluggers.
That's it. So, um, just thinking of a Spider-Man in thongs is hilarious. So, um, yeah. So that's okay. Um, uh, chain. An animal. Oh my goodness. Pool chain. Oh, the weird things that get added. Um,
Pool chain. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Pull the chain before you rise. How you get a cool surprise.
um, I'm just still trying to figure out how to add this pool chain in. um, mm, mm, I have no
Rather
idea.
inventive. It's rather inventive with the balloon animals as well, though.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh goodness, I really have no idea what to do with this chain. It might just be weaving between his legs. So
Oh, Spider Person. That's right, because he can't be Spider Man.
well, I just decided I put Spider Person because I'll hide that.
Well, after Bancroft's post, yeah.
Well, no, it's just mainly because I just wanted
15 minutes.
a choice of if I wanted to do Spider Pig or Gwen or so
Hmm.
so we got choices. Um, okay, I'm going to put that to blue line. I'll start working on that.
Yep.
I can
The blue
remove
petal
this.
is gone.
Okay.
I think he's doing a butterfly in balloon animals.
Yes, or a dog. You know, it's always a dog.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The pull chain is probably going to be the most challenging part.
Yeah,
Well,
I just really have no idea what to do with that. So
yeah. We're saying howdy to Vicious Ink this morning.
hello, Vicious Ink. How are you going?
Cowboy hat and all.
Oh, it's these weird drawings that we've got to come up with.
So it's going to be a spider person, wearing in a thong, or wearing thongs, doing balloon animals with a pull chain.
Yeah, Bull Chain is the one that's kind of throwing me off. I can come up with something for the rest, but yeah, it's that one that
Okay, we are down to, we've just passed the 12-minute mark.
okay. That's all right. That's all good. I'm trying to remember what Spider-Man's suit looks like, but I mean, yeah, can't remember. So
That's the debate. Is it going to be the Peter Parker or the Miles Morales?
um,
There we go. We've gone for the masseurs.
still putting them in.
Oh.
So still getting there. Oops. Actually, we'll draw some of his feet in. There we go.
Characteristic curve in the big toe there to keep the thongs in place.
That's it, exactly. When you're lifting up your foot, you got to keep them on somehow. Now, thongs has come up. This is 3 times now. Thongs has come up. So I may have to get rid of that one off the list as well. As a thought, it's come up so often. And it's, yeah, we don't like to see the same things coming up all the time. So, okay. Now,
I wonder what the algorithm is that that they use in that app. So if thong keeps coming up over and over again,
I'd say it's just a random numbing jet. I could. They're pretty easy to create. I imagine it runs off of a time clock. So whatever the time clock is when you run the generator, or open the app. That's that's what it'll be. So
Speaking of, 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Awesome. Okay. I am kind of looking at a picture of Spider-Man just just so I can remember what his suit looked like, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. Okay. Well, the lane ropes they're kind of big tubes. That's that's what they kind of look like when you put them all together, but they're all segmented. They're all little, just these little round
Floaties. Little round floaties.
Yeah, and they're like there's a bunch of them. So, and they all link together on the elastic rope, and so I'm just going to basically do something like that. Just
It's like the artistic mind goes into the weirdest places when you think pull chain. It's like a pearl necklace of cue balls.
Yeah, well, the other
Super
thing
ball,
I was thinking is those plastic chains that you see as well, and it's just all it is a chain, but it's made of plastic instead of metal. Now we've got that at the pool as well, and they're usually multicolored, these things. So I'm gonna. So yeah, they generally have two colors. The ones we've got are green and yellow. And you know what? Because it's been pulled out of the pool, I'm going to add some water to it.
Yeah, my project for Halloween this year is a corpse wrapped up in a canvas.
Okay.
So I'm going to be slinging that over my shoulder and carrying it around for a while. Pretty aggressive. Well, we're still working on the skeleton at the moment, but it's pretty basic stuff right now. I mean, it doesn't have to, that's the part that's not seen by the public. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the results once it's finished.
Yeah. Well, I don't really celebrate it, so.
Oh, this is more of a work-related thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was it? It was saying just before it was. Let's see. It wasn't. I think it was Lola Meats that was saying on the Uncorked. The Uncorked live stream. The latest thing in America now is that American parents are taking kids to pre-planned meetups in car parks, and rather than doing trick or treat and going door to door with their buckets of lollies, they're actually going from car boot to car boot of people. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like in Australia, we're starting to put a bit more effort into Halloween. Like it made you're either for it or against it, but we are putting a bit more effort into it.
Yeah.
Whereas the Americans seem to be putting in a lot less. Like the kids don't even ask. The kids don't even ask trick or treat anymore. They just hold out their bucket and expect it to be filled up. Not even a thank you. They just hold the bucket, get it filled with lollies, move on to the next car, fill that up too.
Jeez. God, laziness.
Sort of cut out the middleman there. All right. We are now down to 4 minutes. 4 minutes remain.
There's not much I can add to this. The way that I've gone this way, it's
So, spider person, making balloon animals, in thongs, and a pull chain.
I could throw color in, I guess. Maybe I'll just do that. Okay, let's throw some color in here. Okay, we want red.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
We want some blue. Okay.
The slightly the slightly thicker pen marks around the outside add a bit more shade to it as well.
Yeah, that was kind
I
of
like
the
that.
point. But yeah, if it, yeah, that was kind of the idea. Where you thicken up the shadows and things that are closer. You thicken up those lines. Oops, autosave. Go away, autosave. Okay. And now the balloon. Let's make it sort of a green color. A lovely color. Okay. We need a flesh tone down here.
And we're down to a minute.
Okay. And
The anticipation is building. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay.
Wouldn't be Aussie with that green gold.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
I think that's it. I think I'm
One, and it's done.
There we go.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Something, that's for sure. Oh, there you go. That's Spider-Man with the pool noodle and thongs and a balloon, doing balloon animals with thongs and a pool chain or lane rope, as I have depicted this one. So, there you go. That was weird. That was weird.
Well, the next one's only going to get better.
Yeah, that's it exactly. So, um, let's just move back to this one. I will minimize the thing. Thank you everyone for coming along again and joining in. Thank you everyone who watches on the replay as well. Appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers so we can give away some art. So please share it, share the channel out, and hopefully we'll get up there and I'll do a stream where I will give away to someone in the chat. So, but until then, go check us out on Twitter and all the other bits and pieces. But have a lovely day, and Adam,
see you
where
all
can
next
we
time.
find you?
You can find me on Twitter under WizardAU or WizardAU1. That's with a what do you call that, underscore?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's okay. I'll put up my socials next time. I'm not really heavy in social media, but I will definitely be out there somewhere.
We'll be out there somewhere. And you can find me at Hock Art at many different places. So, but until then, thanks everyone, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Awkward wave.